Hi guys, it's me Adib. So have you guys ever know about the bird flu? And some of you guys know it as avian influenza. So it's not just something that affects the chickens, but it also affects the human as well. So today I'm going to show it to you and explain to you what is avian influenza really is. So guys, avian influenza is actually a type of diseases that affects the birds especially. So the example of birds that we can give like chickens, ducks and also turkeys. So the types of the virus that especially in this avian influenza would be type A influenza family. So the example of the type A influenza virus would be H5N1 and also H7N9. So this type of virus is really dangerous because they can infect the humans as well. Okay guys, did you guys know that avian influenza already been known since 100 years ago? But the major outbreak happens in 1990s and also 2000s, where it caused a major concerns in the humans as well. I guess that's all from my part. I will pass the next part to Arif.
Now let's talk symptoms. In animals, especially birds like chickens and ducks, the symptoms can be pretty severe. They may cough, sneeze, have swelling around the head and comb, stop laying eggs, or even die suddenly in serious cases. Now in humans, the symptoms are quite similar to the flu. Things like fever, sore throat, coughing, tiredness, and sometimes pink eye or breathing difficulties, and in more severe infections, it can even lead to pneumonia. So, how do the animals get infected in the first place? Well, usually through contact with infected wild birds or contaminated water, feed, and equipment. The virus spreads easily through droppings, saliva, and nasal secretions, especially in crowded or unclean farm environments. And after that, it can spread to humans who handle sick birds or come into contact with contaminated surfaces. People can also inhale small particles from dried bird droppings. However, eating cooked poultry or eggs does not cause infection.
Since 2003 until 2023, WHO has documented 875 cases of avian influenza infections in human and 458 fatalities in 23 countries. Most of the cases happen in Asia and Africa, where people live close to poultry. So, to prevent infection, let us look into the general prevention. First, we must avoid direct contact with a sick or dead bird and poultry. But if you have to touch the bird, you must use gloves or any kind of protection. Next, we have to cook poultry or eggs thoroughly and don't eat it raw in order to kill harmful bacteria. Lastly, practice a good hygiene, such as washing your hand before and after eating. That's all.
Yay!